This is the Ecoline Windows and Door Triple Pane Sliding Patio Door Soundproof Test. Yeah! That's a great door. Not very functional anymore, so let's get rid of this. We'll get our new sexy Ecoline window in and see what that looks like.
All
right, just up on the roof here, getting a nice first-hand view of what's going on. I'm gonna help these homeowners out. I found a little birdie in the gutter, so that's a bonus for them. Good morning, everybody. It's Ian Lozon, Master Home Inspector with Timber-Point Home Inspection today. We're out here in community at Edgemont. Beautiful community. It's a beautiful day, not a cloud in sight. It's a great day to do some window replacements. Come with me, we'll go check them out. Okay, so we're inside this house. It's really nice inside, but we do have some original windows in place. This is a wood frame casement window. There's other windows around the house that are wood frame and then also aluminum cladding on the outside. So this one is full wood. You can see a lot of the paint is starting to peel off. There's a little bit of sign of some rot and decay happening inside. You can see a lot of paint peeling off, most likely from frost buildup, ice buildup, and then water leading to that paint starting to peel off. So we'll have to do a full inspection of this window when we replace it, or sorry, when we remove it, make sure that the sill is in good shape. There's no real serious water damage. So we're gonna get started on this window and we'll see how it goes. So we're just in the bathroom here. We're looking at one of the older windows that's getting removed. They're taking the casing off, and you can actually see someone at some point actually added in some like styrene, some low density spray foam. But that's not going to do enough with these older windows because the actual sash itself is not very energy efficient on its own. So even if you're fixing up the drafts, you're still going to have that reduced energy efficiency. So still got to replace your old windows, even if you've had upgraded insulation around the frame. So take the casing off and get the window out. We got our new Ecoline window here. We're just gonna show it off. So looking at it, you can see that it's got a brown exterior. Outside it's the vinyl that we always see, the PVC, which matches the other windows in the house that have already been replaced, at some point. And then we have a black inside, which really looks nice, kind of fits the theme of the house with the renovations they've done over time. And then this is something we haven't seen yet, but we actually have a wood jam extension, which looks like it's going to be paintable if you want to match it to other colors and other casings in the house. So really neat thing that Ecoline is able to do on this project. It's not just a standard window installation. It's not a standard window from the factory. This is custom made for the client today, which is really cool to see. We got to be really careful because the homeowner is repurposing this casing. So we got to take it off nice and gently, not crack it or break it. So it's a delicate process, but our friend Misha here's got it under control. He's not worried about it, so we'll let him do his thing. Okay, just looking at this window further, you can see we have our gap in here. I don't even really see any insulation in there. This is really sad because Chris couldn't even get his finger in there. I know he likes sticking his fingers in these places, so that's too bad for him. This casement window, it only has one latch. So when you close it tight, and you can see how sticky it is, it barely even moves. But when you lock it into place, because there's no other locking points, like the new Ecoline windows, there's locking mechanism all the way around. So when you push it, you can still feel the window moving. And there's very little weather stripping in there. So you can see a lot of air would be leaking out of here, especially on the cold days and the warm days as well, making this window very inefficient. And with the lack of insulation, you're gonna get lots of drafts, lots of air leaks. It's a no-go zone for me, so we gotta get rid of this thing and pop in our new one, and we're gonna see what that looks like in this room. Colin Lawson was here. I don't know if he made the window or if he was just letting everyone know that he was here, but 40 years later, we know he's here. So goodbye, Colin Lawson. It's time to be replaced. We got a little bit of our pink insulation. That's not gonna do jack shit. And you can see how this is a wood frame. with a small little wood jamb extension. Just your classic wood frame window. Again, we've talked about how inefficient they are. Lots of maintenance needed over time. Not very functional anymore. So let's get rid of this. We'll get our new sexy Ecoline window in and see what that looks like.
Bien le son de musicien.
This is a good window frame. This is no damage here. The knock test sounds good. I don't see any water damage. A little bit of staining. That's fine. That's fine. We can let that slide. It's not any issue. There's no damage to the window sill, so we're good to go. I'm gonna permit my friends to install the window. Okay. Okay, so we got our window in place. You can see we already have our jamb extension on there. In the previous window video we did, the homeowner actually requested to reuse the old jambs. So that was a little bit more work. It's a little easier on the guys today. They don't have to do that, so they can just install the window as normally and then seal it up and then put the casing on, and then the homeowner will be responsible to stain that jamb, whatever color they prefer. Okay, we can see how fast that transition was. We got a nice new casement in. Look how smooth that is. Again, we have locking points all the way along the sides and also on the top. So when we close this window, there's no movement in the sash at all. That's how you're gonna be able to seal it up nice and tight. You have no drafts coming through there. It's gonna be very efficient. And you can see with this wood jamb extension, it's a nice quality wood. I don't know what kind of wood it is, but it's very nice. And when it's stained, it'll really match the casing and it'll look really, really unique, really nice. Casing is back on, so all that's left to do now is for the homeowner to restain or stain this the wood jamb extension, and then it's going to match whatever theme they want to continue on with the other rooms in the house. Looks really, really nice. It's a really unique window that we've installed today, and again, Ecoline can almost any request they can fulfill it for people. So this is not something they just do normally, so it's a custom thing, and it turned out really well. I like it. All right, just up on the roof, you're getting a nice first-hand view of what's going on. Working in pretty tight quarters here, given the fact that the roof overhang and then this roof below is quite tight. So we're getting a good workout in here. They'll get this window in place, and then we'll be able to move on. Wouldn't want to do this all day. No way, not on a day like this, too hot. Okay, these patio doors are also coming out. These are the original doors. You know, it actually operates fairly smoothly. It's still functional, it locks, it's no problem. But you can see this kind of discoloration on the inside. The seals have failed. So that's actually interior moisture related issues. You can feel how loose the door is, so you're gonna get a lot of leaks. Weather stripping is really in bad shape. Very energy inefficient sliding door, one of the worst that we'll have. With the upgraded Ecoline triple-pane door, it's going to be such a nice door, and it's a beautiful backyard with a beautiful deck. You know, you need to have a nice patio door when it comes to this kind of renovation. So that's going to be going in later today, tomorrow, and that'll look really nice when it's done. Can't wait to see that as well. So here we got one of the patio doors installed. Another one is just about to be installed. Oh, like my first impression of this door is just wow. I mean, it's really elegant, especially with that wood jamb extension. It really blends in everything with this room. You know, it's a really cool looking room. So the black door, triple pane, sliding glass door. These are very rare to find outside of the Ecoline process. So other manufacturers don't even try to make them. And you can see how easily that door just slides. It's just unbelievable how well made these doors are. And when you close it, you know, these guys are working outside. You don't hear anything. You can hardly hear them even outside. It's really soundproof. It's really secure. Really fancy hardware. It's very, very solid. It's not, you know, a lot of the other patio doors we see, it's a lot of plastic hardware. These take quite a lot of abuse. This is a real metal latch. The door handle is very heavy and sturdy. The locking mechanism, again, it's just, everything is just really high quality with these doors. I'm blown away. One of these days, I swear I'm gonna get one in my house, and I don't care how much, I'm just gonna make it work. I don't have a sliding door in my bedroom, but I'm gonna make one. I don't care, I'm gonna cut the wall out. I need one. And again, we got casement window over here, casement window over here. It's a really good look. It just totally ties in. It's what this living room's been waiting for this door for 40 years, and now it's here. Now people can take a deep breath. This is what exactly finishes it off. Here on the outside of this this patio door, and then we're working on the window right now on the trim. We're using metal trim here. There's, you know, not every house is different, and with this window, there's different distances between the walls and the window, so it's just easier to work with the metal cladding, and it looks a little bit sharper. You could also use like a brick mold, like a wood in this for the trim, but it's just preference, and this looks really nice. And again, with the metal, you don't have to worry about painting it or anything over time. It's not gonna rot out on you. It's just gonna seal up nice, and it looks really good. And it's gonna look a lot more cleaner, and really adds to that elegance, which is what these homeowners are going for sure in this house. So that's why we're using the metal today. Okay, this is really exciting. I think these are new windows for Ecoline, but these are this window is the European style tilt and turn. Really quality windows. These are the best you can get. So with this latch, this isn't a casement window, this isn't a sliding window. It has kind of different functions. So right now we're in the lock function. When we go over a quarter turn, we can open it this way. Really nice. You can get tons of fresh air in. Really easy to clean. You can see how thick that sash is. It's massive. Super energy efficient. This is, look, the seal on there, that rubber seal. This is nothing. You can't hear anything outside. You can lock it like that. And then if you want just a little bit of fresh air, you can tilt it all the way over, and then you can just open it like that. This is the best windows you can make. And I'm really excited to see that Ecoline is making these and offering these to homeowners now. We also have a fixed piece here on the side. I hope we see these more often, because these are unreal windows. If they can even make doors like this, it'd be just take things to the next level. And then we have our wood jamb extension again. We've added some new wood casing, so the homeowners will be able to stain this up. Unreal. I love to see this. I can't wait to get one of these in my house. We're in the master bathroom here, literally in the tub. And this window here, we have a triple pane casement window, and it's gonna open more vertically like that. And it has the built-in frosting, that part of the glazing where it's frosted, which I think when we did our demo video, it's usually in that middle pane. So it adds that privacy. You don't have to worry about having blinds or curtains or anyone looking inside when you're in the bathroom. So this one's got 2 latches. Looks like it's already open. We take out our handle. This will crank out nice and wide. Get lots of fresh air and listen to the birds outside while you're having a nice bath. This is what you want when you're in your house. You can see all the way around the window, the locking mechanism, how big and strong it is. Lots of locking points. So when this closes up, and when we lock it, it's really quiet, not letting in any drafts or sounds or anything like that. Another nice window. Larger window for a bathroom, and that's great because, you know, it's good to have natural light in the bathroom. It just makes things feel a little bit more calmer, and that's good. I like it. Here we're on the outside of our second patio door. It's almost finished up here. You can just move that screen across. Look at that. No one's ever had a screen like that in their house. We all know those screens, they stick in. You have in 2 hands, you're pulling it out. You just send it across. Just completely effortless. And same thing with the door. This is a triple pane door. This door weighs a couple 100 pounds at least. You can just slide it across with 1 finger. A lot of those other patio doors, they're only double pane. So people don't realize that when they're sticking, that's only a double pane door. So it's even lighter than these ones. And you can see how easily that moves. I could do that all day long. I could just sit out here on my deck and just open and close the door. I love it. And you can see our spray foam insulation, it's cured up now. Comes all the way from the inside to the outside of the house, so that gap is completely covered. And then we're gonna get our metal cladding on there, and that's gonna finish it off really nicely. And again, there's not gonna have to worry about any painting, anything to do with these doors or windows. This is lifelong. Okay, so we took the door out, no problem. Put the new one in, went pretty well. The real time-consuming parts on some of these doors and windows, to be honest, is just finishing up the trim work. Everything's got to be really square, and everything's got to line up so that when we put our casing on, there's no imperfections. It doesn't look off. You can have a great, door and it'd be really comfortable and efficient and all that and functional. But if things are a little crooked, that's what people are going to notice. They're not going to care about your door and how nice it is. They're going to look about how things are crooked. So everything's got to be nice and straight. So that's why Ecoline, they take the extra time to really make sure everything's nice and straight and plumb. And that's why we're having a little bit of an issue. That wraps up everything today. What a great property to do an inspection on. Ecoline, they went over the top this time. They got those new tilt and turn European windows. So if you guys are interested in upgrading your house, your windows in your house, your doors, ask them about the tilt and turn. I'm sure they're gonna be able to help you out. I wanna see more of those windows in houses. They are really the best you can get. Those sliding patio doors, really, really nice. Change those rooms completely. And you get that modern efficiency, the comfort, the sound deadening. There's no more sound outside. You can't hear anything, but if you want to, open up the screen. You got everything you need. Really good job today from these guys. Really happy to see this progress. And I think that pretty much wraps up everything today. I'm gonna help these homeowners out. I found a little birdie in the gutter, so that's a bonus for them. Anyways, I'm Ian again, Timber Point Home Inspection, Master Home Inspector. See you guys next time.